Hey guys, I'm Morrelle McCrary, and this is Guarded Growth. I am the owner and operator of Ramtech PC Solutions, and today I've got with me James Chapman.
Hey, James Chapman, Ausband Chapman Insurance. We're a full service agency that help you better protect your business.
So, the whole premise behind Guarded Growth is we created this podcast to help you, as a business owner, go through what business owners go through thinking about IT, from cybersecurity to AI to insurance to all the things above. On this episode, we're diving into employee risk management and what that looks like for a business owner. James, I'll tell you, man, I've been probably the past 2 weeks reviewing our employee handbook, going through it with a fine tooth comb, revamping it, and it's only been since 2023 that we had it last published. So much has changed just in that short period of time when it comes to all the things that we have responsible as a business owner to do. So I'm coming at you guys today as a business owner just to talk through what that looks like from owning a business or being a high level manager of a business and keeping all of those things in check. But one thing I often lean into is what is our insurance and our general liability and all of those things? How do they marry up into what we're doing for our employee handbook?
Yeah, yeah. How's that process going?
I'll be honest with you, I actually had to reach out to one of your team members there because we have a company vehicle. So we have to have clauses in our
Right.
employee handbook for our fleet, right?
Yeah,
So with a company car, you have to make sure that you're not living outside of the means of your insurance policy,
yeah,
even in your
yeah,
employee handbook.
yeah.
So I had to get some specifics from your team. They were really good. They got back to me within less than 24
Mm.
hours, which that was perfect. We were able to get that language added, and now it's under review. But those are some of the things I don't think other business owners may even consider to think about.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a great example. The other side is EPLI coverage, employee practices liability. That covers you for wrongful termination, sexual harassment, any discrimination that may be brought against you by an employee. That extends your liability to cover over you, provides protection there. So that's a big coverage. We push on a lot of customers. It's a great way to protect yourself. You just never know. I had a situation years ago where someone was in a joint office space. They had an employee they had hired on, new employee, someone from a different company, did not work for the person I insured, made a derogatory comment towards their new employee, and they filed suit.
Wow.
So the thing is, they really didn't have a leg to stand on. Our clients still had to defend themselves.
Right.
You still got to be able to defend yourself. And if you don't have EPLI coverage, how are you going to do that? I mean, that's just one example, really
I must say,
fast.
yeah, that's just one. I know you guys have a lot
Yeah,
of other, because I know you and I have talked about key man insurance and some of the
yeah,
other different
yeah,
things too. Give me a little bit more information about key man insurance and what that looks like from a business owner's perspective.
yeah. You got Bobby that works for you, right? Let's just use Bobby as the quintessential. He is a key person in the company. He is helping you run that place. Unfortunately, bad things happen to really good people. People die.
Yeah.
Bad things happen, right? So
Right.
there may be expertise that you have built into that person that you cannot just go back out and just hire and redo. Time is of the essence. So you still have a company, you still have clients, you still have other employees you have to look out for. You may have to spend, what if you have to spend 50% more money to replace them, right? Just because you need to just hire up because you got to have somebody who's going to be there quick. In that case, that could provide protection for you there.
Yeah, that's wise. Any other quick tidbits of recommendation as a business owner that you would
Yeah.
think
You mentioned,
you got to have these?
yeah, really fast because you mentioned auto. Hired and non-owned auto. You got employees that work in a company and somebody's going to run over and make a bank deposit really quick, but they're doing it in their own vehicle or any kind of situation where they leave the office during the day or leave the job site during the day. They get in an accident. Georgia is a very litigious state. Just drive down the highway, you see all the attorney billboards,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So there's a good chance your company may be brought into suit because they were on the clock. So they say they were doing something on your time. So we're suing you as well. Hired and non on auto can cover you on that. It can provide additional protection. all right,
Interesting.
for the liabilities.
And
No,
that's not
really good.
typically included in like a general liability coverage
No.
that a business would have. It would be
Mhm.
something they would have to ask for. You guys would have
Yep.
to ask to see if
Yep.
that's interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
but
I mean,
I think a key part is though what you're saying though. A lot of things do start with a good employee handbook. You got to have a reference guide. If not, you're winging it, right?
yeah, that's what got us down this rabbit trail of we do need to touch the handbook at least once a year, make sure it's up to date with the
Yeah.
latest standards for the state of Georgia and any
Yep.
standards we want in there as a business is our secret sauce recipe. So that's
Mhm.
what got us started down this trail. And then I thought, man, I didn't even ask about the insurance, about the cars for. So
Mhm.
it did spark a conversation with, like I said, me and your team there to talk about what does this look like? What does the
Yeah.
insurance company say we have to have so we can make sure that language transposes into our handbook?
Yeah.
So that's another angle. I think people that are in leadership at businesses and they're creating these handbooks and they just create it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is what we had 10 years ago. This is what we gonna do now. We're just gonna dust it off and update some terminology to the best of our knowledge without doing the research.
Yeah. And I know we could probably sit here and go 20 minutes. I'd love to hear your side on it. I don't know if we have time, but I'd love to hear your side on it from like the IT side, like the things you need to be double
Oh
checking
yeah,
over there
for
because of
sure.
that.
A lot of things change with technology and how the
Mhm.
employee handbook relates to that. Maybe we'll do another episode on that. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I'd love to hear about like AI policies.
Oh
That's
yeah,
kind of a popular thing now is
sure.
building that into handbooks. I'd love to hear your take on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. 3 years ago when we did our 2 years ago when we did our handbook, it didn't have an AI policy, but it does now. So
Mhm.
you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Let's do a part two of this. That way we
Okay.
can deep dive into a little bit more of
Yeah.
that and talk about the IT side. And man, I'm sure that was just the surface level of information for the
Yeah.
insurance. So I'm sure there's
Yeah.
more to uncover there. All right, guys. Just like we're digesting and feeding off of one another and getting more content, I hope you guys got a couple nuggets out of that. Thank you for checking out Guarded Growth this week. If this video helped you, please feel free to share it, like it, all the things. So until next time, we pick up part two and we'll dive deeper into just what started out as a simple handbook update to now looking at insurance, looking at do we have enough insurance? Do we have too much insurance? Should we be
Yeah.
insured in another way? So all that coming in part two. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.